In this video, I'm going to show you how we derive the ordered pair for 45 degrees, pi over 4. So normally this is the angle right here. Sorry, I'm drawing this a little off, but we're trying to figure out what is the ordered pair right here. Again, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, so it's just a regular ordered pair on the unit circle. Couple reminders: we know that the unit circle is centered at 0, 0. And we have a radius equal to 1. So if we go straight out here, we know that this point, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0. This right here also is a radius, so we know it's equal to 1. And again, we're looking at 45 degrees, which is pi over 4. So it's helpful to figure out what this value is. We need to know how much we go to the left, excuse me, not to the left, to the right, the x value here, to get the x value of this point, and then how much we go up to get the y value. So notice when I drew that, you can see a shape start to form. If I drop a height right here, this makes a right angle. And so what I'm looking at is technically a triangle with a hypotenuse equal to 1. And again, the reason the hypotenuse is equal to 1 is because that's the radius of the unit circle. So I'm going to flip to a different screen to show you how I derive this ordered pair. I'm going to draw in this triangle. Not a very good drawing, but close enough. We know this is a right angle. Again, we said the hypotenuse is equal to 1, and we know this is 45 degrees. So we know that the sum of all three angles in a triangle is equal to 180, which leaves us with 45 degrees for this angle. So there's some special properties that you should remember about a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Okay? If these two angles are 45, then we know that the sides opposite those angles are equal to each other. However, we don't know what these values are. Again, whatever these values we find are, this value down here is going to be the x value of the ordered pair. This side of the triangle is going to be the y value. That's what we're trying to figure out. Since we don't know what these two sides of the triangle are equal to, I'm going to label them with a variable x. And again, I do know that these two sides are equal, so I'm going to label them both x. Anytime you're trying to find the missing side of a right triangle, you can use the Pythagorean theorem. So the Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That's a leg squared plus a leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. So I'm going to fill those values in with this triangle. I have x squared plus x squared equals 1 squared. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. 1 squared is just 1. And now to solve this equation for x, I would divide both sides by 2. That leaves me with x squared is equal to 1/2. And now to solve for x, I take the square root of both sides. The square root of 1 is 1, and I have a square root of 2 left in the denominator. To be in simplest form, we should never leave a radical in the denominator. So I'm going to simplify this by multiplying the top and the bottom by square root of 2. This allows me to cancel out the square root out of the denominator, leaving me with square root of 2 over 2, because the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is square root of 4, which is 2. That is what this side of the triangle equals, and since it's a 45, 45, 90 triangle, we know the other side, the other leg of the triangle, is also square root of 2 over 2. Again, this bottom, if you flip back to this previous screen here, the bottom of the triangle, that is the x value of this ordered pair, so square root of 2 over 2. And then the right side, this side over here, that is the y value of this ordered pair. And so that is where this ordered pair comes from. Again, there's another video explaining all the degrees and all the radian measures and filling in all of the ordered pairs around the unit circle. This is an explanation so you can understand where these numbers come from. Rather than just memorizing them, you need to understand where they come from. And they come from a 45, 45, 90 triangle. There will be a separate video to explain where the ordered pairs for 30 degrees and 60 degrees also come from.